Hello, thanks to all of you who have joined us on our early launch here, our early adopters launch of Groove Animator. And one of the things that we really wanted to do is we want to get an update out to you very quickly, because I wanted to show you that that's what was our intention here with this early launch, to get some feedback and adopt it. And we wanted to demonstrate to you how quickly we can do that. So over the weekend, actually on Saturday, we had to take a little bit of a break, but on Sunday, we jumped on this, particularly Carvel, the programmer, and banged out a lot of things. So let me just kind of run through them here. Now, the first thing is the ability. A lot of people have asked for the ability to enter in their own hex values. And you see here, I've done that for a couple of colors, and what's cool is it's remembering them. So we're just gonna go ahead and add them in there. So you don't have to do that every time. If you have a couple of things for your client with colors, you can just paste them in. Let me show you how easy that is. I'm gonna come to a color palette site here. See, this is one of my favorite sites, and so it just has all these kind of complementary palettes here. And so all these I've already entered 2 of them, so I've selected another one. I'm gonna come back here to Groove Animator, and I'm going to just kind of select all in that space and just paste it in there. And notice how it automatically converted it. I can choose that, and now it's been added, but it's also in this palette down here. So I can kind of create my own palettes now, my own groupings that match a color spectrum or a logo or whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. So not only did we add that and have some auto conversion, but we also have it so that it's going to be built into your palettes as well. So I hope you like that feature. One of my favorites is very simple, just a proper rotation tool now, so that's really cool. Another thing that we did, a couple of bug fixes. One, a zoom feature had some bug fixes. To be honest, I'm not quite sure about those myself, but the programmer says that's the case, and so I'm going to go ahead and trust that he fixed something there. And then another thing that we got a couple of comments on was many of you basically jumped in and you just wanted to go ahead and click on the play button without having any animation. And now it's going to not really let you do that. You're going to, if you bring something in and it's an empty thing, it's not going to lock it up. It's going to still wait for you. It's going to prompt you to let you know that you need to come over here to the Animations tab, which is also new. You'll notice that we now have this where you can expand and contract things. And so here's the dashes, and we've added a lot more dashes. So there's a lot more options now that you can scroll through. So and can create something new. This one is one of them. And you might remember that early on some of these would result in a solid line if the line was too short. And so we tried to make sure that you have a lot of variety so that you can get a nice, good animated line with dashes. So you can see here that I've got that there, and so that's very cool. A lot more options here as well. So just wanted to kind of show you that we were going to be wanting to respond to your suggestions and feedback. Some of you have run into problems with downloading this, particularly the PC version, because it's larger, so we're working on that. We've already made some small fixes, as you saw, version 1.01. We had some kind of permissions things set up and everything that we had to get right. And we're still working with a consultant to make that even better. So please bear with us while we do that. A lot of you have been able to get going just fine, but those of you who have experienced difficulty downloading the larger PC file and or installing it, do know that we are working on that and plan to get things improved as much as possible. This is absolutely why we did this way. We wanted to get some feedback, make sure that we were working good for everyone, and improve this app. We are still planning on doing undo and redo, save, and other features, as well as adding some additional animation options, not merely more dash options. So that's coming too soon. And as I mentioned, there's kind of a feature that I'm not going to I'm just going to hint at here, tease you, a very much bigger, cool animation option that is coming here before we actually launch this to the broader world. So thanks a lot for joining the fun with Groove Animator.